One of the things that we help our clients think through relative to client services in the wealth management sector is two different types of approaching client services. The Firm Foundation video series helps leaders of wealth management firms lead and grow their companies more effectively. Approach A is a static approach, and a static approach is where you put a type of service into a calendar and then you cycle through that at the pace that you've predetermined. An example of that would be you do all of your estate planning in Q1, you do all of your risk management assessments for clients in Q2, and so on and so forth. The second category, and our preferred for a lot of reasons, is what we call dynamic client services. And the easiest way to explain this is a physical. If I go to the doctor for my annual checkup and then take my blood pressure, and my blood pressure is right in a healthy range for a male at my age and stage of life, then the doctor doesn't do anything about that other than note that that's good. But if on the same visit they find out that my pulse is a lot higher than it should be, then they dynamically respond to that because something has signaled that. And it's not a static approach, meaning it would sound silly for them to say, well, we don't deal with a higher pulse until the second quarter, and this is only December, so we'll reschedule something then. Healthcare would never function if they did a static approach because they're not reflexive to what they find. So we believe that this approach, just like in healthcare, works really well in the wealth management sector. There's also some real liability to a static approach because if it's December and you don't address the risk management aspects such as life insurance until the third quarter and something were to happen, you might be in a difficult situation if that was your approach and something didn't get covered because you don't have that dynamic work or process to serving clients. So the other reason that we really like this approach is that it's an easier way to distinguish your firm from other firms. And the reason this is important is on the front end, one of the challenges from a marketing perspective is most firms say very similar language. The distinction is how well they actually deliver on what they're talking about. And so if you can explain that not only do you market with this, but the actual process you go through that's dynamic, then you have a distinct advantage in the marketplace. Admittedly, up front, there's more work to be dynamic than static because you have to have the skill to be reflexive. You have to have the ability to prioritize delivery based on what the actual client needs are. You have to have a strong support team in order to deliver on your promises, and you have to have an effective internal process that supports how you want to serve your clients, both from a technology standpoint and then just a process and priority standpoint. In conclusion, we believe that a dynamic approach is one of the greatest opportunities to differentiate yourself in the marketplace. And when you get comfortable talking about why you do what you do, what the advantages are, how this separates your firm from a lot of other firms, you're going to find yourself in a great position to take advantage of the opportunity to serve more clients and to set yourself apart from the pack in the marketplace. Firm Foundations is brought to you in part by our friends at SmartRIA, where they help financial advisors simplify their compliance.